This is lesson 7 for Wright-Patterson Mah Jongg. In all the previous videos, I gave you an introduction of the tiles and how to make sets. I also showed you the player reference and how to read that little booklet. We went through the hand modeling for the different categories. Then we did random pull and Charleston modeling, and we actually did a mock game. Now I'm going to show you scoring. This is a little complicated, so brace yourself. Here I have picked 3 hands in advance. I have a single limit hand, a double limit hand, and a triple limit hand. So you can see the different types of scoring that you might have in a game. And these are all ready to win hands. These are not winning hands. Anytime somebody wins, they win either a white for a single limit and another white for a double limit, and then a triple limit would be 3. If you are the dealer, you would get yellows, which would be double that. But for ready to win, you have to count your score. So this hand is a single limit hand. This is called Betty, and it's in the pair hand category, number 8. So you're going to turn to page 29 to look at the points. Scoring is divided by phases. The first phase is counting points. The second phase is counting doubles. And then the third phase is calculating your actual ending score. So for our points, you just start at the top of the list. In this case, I have 1 flower. Oh, I forgot to mention that 2 is prevailing. This player is east. If this player is east, you can count around 4. So they're 1, 2 is across, 3 is to your left, and so I'm number 4, or north. Eat soup with nuts. So I am seat 4. I actually have my own flower here, and we'll get to that in a minute. So the points for that is 4. So I'm going to put a 4, just any 4, in front of my rack to signify that that is 4 points. I don't, for pair of dragons, I don't have any pair of dragons. That's what I'm waiting for, is a pair of any of these honors. So in this case, I'm not ready for it yet. Okay, pair of owner prevailing wind. We don't have any pairs at all. Pung of simples. Simples are 2 through 8, but we have only pairs, so we don't get any of that. Pung of terminals or honors, no. Kong of simples, Kong of honors, no. So any of those points, the only one that we qualified for was the flower. So we got 4 total points. Then we go to page 30 where we look at doubles. The first note that you see there is East pays and receives double. In this case, in this case, I am not East. I'm North. So I am going to, depending on who wins and how this pans out, I may or may not get paid double. If, let's say I don't win in this case, and let's say that South wins. In this case, East would pay me double, because they pay double if they don't win, but they get double if they win, if that makes sense. Okay, so your owner prevailing win, you get a double, and you signify doubles by turning a tile on its side in front of your hand. The next one is, and you just go down this list, and every time you qualify for a double, you just put up a tile. So owner prevailing flower, we got the double there. Pung or Kong of dragons, Pung or Kong of own wind, Pung or Kong of prevailing wind, cleared to 1 suit and honors. We do qualify for that one. That would be letter F. So we have 1 suit, with honors. So we get a double for that. So there's our double there. 3 concealed pungs, no. Cleared to honors and terminals, no, because we have simples here. Ready to mahjong on a limit hand, that's 1 double. So there's our other double. And you just skew these every 2 so it's easy to count in the end. Then next, we have 4 concealed pungs, cleared to honors and terminals, ready to mahjong on a double limit hand, all 1 suit, 2 pungs and a pair of dragons, all winds and dragons, all terminals, ready to mahjong on a triple, 3 pungs of dragons. We don't qualify for any of those. So in the end, we have 4 points doubled 3 times. So you're going to turn the page, and across the top you have points. So we're going to look at where the 4 is, and we'll go down 3. So in this case, we got a whopping 32 points. You round up to the nearest 10, so this is 40 points. Single limit hand, very low score. No pungs. Anytime that you have pairs or chows, you're going to have really low score. We'll talk about strategy another time. So my hand would be a 40-point hand in this case. Everybody else would do the same thing, and then we would compare our final score and pay each other the difference. All right, so that's the single limit hand. I'm going to show you a double limit hand now. This hand, and this hand again is a ready to win. This is not a winning hand. We're waiting on a 9 dot here. So in this hand, this is called Heavenly Gates. 1, 1, 1, a pung of 1s, a pung of 9s, which we're waiting on, and then 2 through 8 with 1 pair in the simples. That is Heavenly Gates, and that is a double limit hand if it's concealed. So we're going to say this is concealed. So to signify a concealed pung, you stack it like a pyramid, like that. So let's see how this hand scores. Each flower you get 4 points, so we're going to get 8 points for that. So we put an 8 in front of the flowers. Pair of dragons. We have no dragons. Pair of owner prevailing wind. So if this is east, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're number 4. We did not get our flower, but we do have prevailing flower, number 2. And if you look at the east dice, you can see 2 was the prevailing wind. So 2 is the prevailing flower. So we get a double for that. Okay, so then cleared to 1 suit and honors, no, because we don't have any winds or dragons. 3 concealed pungs, no, we have only 1. Cleared to honors and terminals, no. Ready to mahjong on a limit hand, no. 4 concealed pungs, cleared to honors and terminals, ready to mahjong on a double limit hand, yes. So we get 2 doubles for that one. And again, for every 2, you just kind of skew it. All 1 suit, yes. We get 3 doubles for that. There. 2 pungs and a pair of dragons, all winds and dragons, all terminals, ready on a triple. 3 pungs of dragons, no. So this is the ending doubles. We have 6. So we have 8 points. Oh, you know what? I forgot to get my pung of terminals. A concealed pung of terminals is 8 points. There. So we have 8 and 8 is 16. Rounded up is 20. Wait a minute. Did I do that right? No. Sorry. 16. We don't round up until we get to the end. So 16 doubled 6 times. So then you go to page 31 and 32 where you see the doubles table. and you look for your score, which is 16, and then you count your doubles, which is 6, so you go down. So this hand scores 1,024. So we'd be like this. We don't really need 1,024. Like that, and then you round up to the nearest 10, so it would be 1,030. So that would be my ending score for this hand. Anytime you have pungs, you get better score, and anytime you're in one suit or one suit with honors, you get pretty good score as well. So everybody else would count their score, and we would divide or you know, do a little bit of subtraction to figure out how much I owe or they owe, and we would pay each other accordingly. So that is a double limit hand. So we'll just shove all those out. And now we'll do the triple limit hand. Okay, now here we're going to say that we have 2 concealed pungs. Okay, this hand is called Dragon Wick. It's number 75 on page 26. And again, this is a double limit hand or triple limit hand. So this is really hard to get, but it's a lot of fun to play. Isn't it pretty? So let's count the scoring for this one. For each flower, you get 4 points, so we're going to put up an 8 for that. I hope you can see that. Okay. For a pair of dragons, you get 2 points, but we don't have pairs, we have pungs. Pung simples, we don't have that. Pung of terminals and honors, which are ones, nines, winds, and dragons. Now this we do qualify for. On the rack, meaning they were exposed during the gameplay, those are displayed as being flat. Anything concealed is in a pyramid. So here we have 2 on the rack, so we get 4 each. We'll just put up an 8 for both of them together. Concealed, we get 8 points for both of these. So we'll get 8 here and 8 here. So we'll just grab an 8 and another 8 here. There, 8 and 8. Okay, Kong of simples, no. Kong, we have no Kongs. These are all pungs. If you had a Kong, you would display it, for concealed Kong, it would be displayed like this. And you would get extra score for that, but we don't need to do that right now. Okay, so 8 times 4 is 32. So that would be my score, 32. Okay, 32. Now we'll go to doubles, page 30. Owner prevailing flower. If east is to my right, I'm north, which is 4. 2 is prevailing because the dice have a 2 on it, and I have a 2 flower. So I get a double for that. Pung or Kong of dragons. I have 3. 1, 2, 3. So I get 3 doubles for that. Pung or Kong of own wind. We're north and this is south, so we won't be able to get a double for that, but it is prevailing. If east is 1, 2 is south, and 2 is where we broke the wall, or also known as prevailing wind. So we'll get a double for that. Cleared to 1 suit and honors, no, we're all honors here. 3 concealed pungs, nope, we've got only 2. Cleared to honors and terminals, yes, so we get a double for that. Ready to Mahjong on a limit, no, because this is a triple. 4 concealed pungs, cleared to honors and terminals in 1 suit. We have no suits, so we don't qualify. Ready to Mahjong on a double limit, all 1 suit. Nope, this is honors. It's not when it says 1 suit, it means dots, bams, or cracks. 2 pungs and a pair of dragons. We have 3 pungs actually, so we don't get anything for that at this point. All winds and dragons. Let's see. Yes, 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3. There. All terminals, no. Ready to mahjong on a triple. 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3. And then finally 3 pungs of dragons. We've got 3 pungs of dragons, so we get 1, 2, 3, which is outlandish because really we would hit our limit. Any player has every player has a limit. If you are the dealer, your limit is a yellow, and if you're non-dealer, your limit is a white. So in this case, we wouldn't even really need to count our score because I hit the limit of what you can win. This is like a max hand. It's the best you can get, basically. So if you look at page 31 and 32, 32 doubled 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16 times is not even in the chart. It tops out at 6 doubles. So that means that you've hit your limit. So I would get, in this case, if everybody else counted their score, I would get a yellow chip. I'm sorry, a white chip from each of the other 2 players who didn't win. The player who won, they get paid up front, and so it's the other 2 players that you're scoring against. So I would get 2 white chips in this case for this hand. So that's how you do scoring. It's pretty complex. It's very much like classical Chinese scoring. So if you're interested in looking that up, you're welcome to do that. A lot of the hands for Wright-Patterson are very much like Cantonese style. So there are a lot of similarities, and so the classic Chinese scoring works. So let me know what you think about all that, and if you decide to try Wright-Patterson style, write in the comment section. I'd love to hear what you think. I think I will do another video on strategy, but look for a separate playlist on that, and we'll conquer that topic in a different playlist. I hope you enjoyed this lesson series. Give me a thumbs up if you did. And if you haven't joined my channel yet, click subscribe and the bell so you get notification of when I post new videos. Maybe I'll see you at the next modeling session for Wright-Patterson.